Kathy Hilton reveals where she and Mauricio Umansky stand today. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills friend dished on their dynamic during a recent appearance on Alex Cooper's Call Her Daddy podcast. At one point during the sit-down, Kathy was asked about her past drama with Mauricio and how it affected her relationship with her youngest sister, Kyle Richards. "I think that got taken out of context a little bit too," Kathy said about her issues with Kyle's estranged husband. "You know, I like Mauricio. I wish him the best, and we have a lot of good times together. And you know, he's a father of my nieces, and I love my nieces." Kathy Richards is hopeful for a Kyle Richards-Mauricio Umansky reconciliation. Kathy highlighted her children's close bond with Mauricio and Kyle's daughters, Alexia Umansky, Sophia Umansky, and Portia Umansky, as well as Farrah Brittany, Kyle's first daughter from a previous marriage. "All of our children are like siblings, and it's really sweet," Kathy continued, before addressing a potential reconciliation between Kyle and Mauricio. "I would want whatever Kyle wants. Of course, it would put a smile on my face to see Kyle and Mauricio back together. I don't like change. I don't care how old your children are, it hurts. It doesn't matter if they're 5 or if they're 25. Kathy made similar comments during the RHOBH Season 14 reunion, when Andy Cohen asked if she wanted to see Kyle and Mauricio repair their marriage. "Yes," Kathy said. "I don't like things to change. For the kids, for me, I want everything staying the same." Kyle Richards gives an update on her and Mauricio Umansky's co-parenting journey. Kyle and Mauricio announced their separation in 2023 after 27 years of marriage. Although they are no longer living under the same roof, the couple has not taken any steps toward legal separation as they continue to co-parent their daughters. Kyle addressed her marital split during her July 21 Amazon live stream, saying she was pleased with how she and Mauricio are handling their new family chapter. "I'm really proud of how we are navigating through this separation," she said. "We're great friends and we love our daughters and we build a beautiful family, and it's nice to know that even though we're separated, we can keep it that way." Fans learned more about Mauricio and Kathy's dynamic in RHOBH Season 8, when Kyle explained how her husband's 2011 business move caused tensions with Kathy's husband, Rick Hilton. Find out what Kyle had to say about the family rift. The microphone hummed a low, expectant thrum against Kathy Hilton's ear. Across from her, Alex Cooper's eyes, sharp and inquisitive, waited. Kathy adjusted her posture, a slight shift in the plush chair, and offered a soft, almost wistful smile. The question hung in the air, a familiar echo from countless interviews, reunion specials, and whispered family dinners, Mauricio and Kyle. "I think that got taken out of context a little bit too," Kathy began, her voice a gentle murmur, betraying none of the internal churn that the name Mauricio could still conjure. She thought of him not as a headline, but as the man who had once been an inseparable part of their family fabric, the boisterous laugh at holiday gatherings, the patient listener to her daughter's teenage woes. "You know, I like Mauricio. I wish him the best, and we have a lot of good times together." Good times. The words tasted like bittersweet chocolate. She remembered the early days before the glitzy real estate empire, before the shadows of competition and perceived betrayal had stretched long between the brothers-in-law. Rick, her steadfast Rick, had always been a man of loyalty, of tradition. When Mauricio, with his boundless ambition and entrepreneurial fire, had decided to forge his own path in 2011, leaving Hilton and Highland to establish the agency, it hadn't just been a business decision. It had been a tectonic shift in the family landscape. Kyle, caught in the middle, had tried to bridge the chasm. Kathy had seen the strain in her sister's eyes, the way Kyle's usually vibrant energy dimmed when the topic arose. It wasn't just about business, it was about family, about the unspoken rules of kinship that had always bound them. Rick had felt it as a personal slight, a breach of trust, and Kathy, ever the peacemaker, had found herself navigating treacherous waters, loving her husband fiercely, loving her sister and brother-in-law equally. The rift had healed, or at least squared over, but the memory lingered, a testament to how easily even the strongest bonds could fray under pressure. Now, a new, more profound fissure had appeared. Kyle and Mauricio, after 27 years. The news had hit Kathy like a physical blow. She didn't like change. Not this kind of change. Her world, built on the bedrock of family, on the comforting predictability of their interwoven lives, felt suddenly unstable. "He's a father of my nieces, and I love my nieces," she continued, her gaze softening as she pictured Alexia, Sophia, and Portia, and of course, Farah, Kyle's firstborn, who had always been the quiet, steady anchor of the younger generation. Their children, Paris, Nikki, Baron, Conrad, and her own girls, they were more than cousins. "All our children are like siblings, and it's really sweet." She recalled a chaotic Christmas morning, years ago, all the kids tumbling down the grand staircase, a blur of matching pajamas and excited shouts. Mauricio had been orchestrating a snowball fight in the backyard, his laughter booming, while Kyle, ever the hostess, flitted between the kitchen and the living room, ensuring everyone had a hot chocolate and a present to unwrap. Those were the moments Kathy clung to, the snapshots of a family whole, vibrant, unbreakable. The thought of that picture fracturing, of those children having to navigate a new, separate reality, was what truly pained her. "I would want whatever Kyle wants," Kathy admitted, a quiet plea in her voice. But then, the truth, raw and unvarnished, slipped out. "Of course, it would put a smile on my face to see Kyle and Mauricio back together. I don't like change. I don't care how old your children are, it hurts. It doesn't matter if they're 5 or if they're 25. She'd said it at the reunion too, to Andy Cohen's probing questions, the bright lights of the set illuminating her earnestness. Yes, she'd stated simply, when asked if she wanted them to repair their marriage. "I don't like things to change. For the kids, for me, I want everything staying the same." It wasn't about judgment or blame. It was a deeply personal yearning for the familiar, for the comfort of an intact unit. Meanwhile, Kyle, always more outwardly resilient, was navigating her own new normal. Kathy watched her sister, admired her strength. Kyle's Amazon live stream had been a testament to that. Kathy had tuned in, seeing Kyle's familiar, warm smile, albeit with a new, subtle weariness around her eyes. "I'm really proud of how we are navigating through this separation," Kyle had told her online audience, her voice steady and clear. "We're great friends and we love our daughters, and we built a beautiful family, and it's nice to know that even though we're separated, we can keep it that way." Kathy knew it was true. They were co-parenting, a modern dance of shared responsibilities and mutual respect. Holidays were still spent together, albeit with a different rhythm. Birthdays were celebrated with both parents present, a united front for their girls. It was a testament to the deep love that still existed, even if the romantic spark had dimmed. The business rift of 2011, the one that had caused so much tension with Rick, now felt like a distant, albeit painful precursor. Kyle had explained it back in RHOBH Season 8, the complexity of family and business intertwining, the hurt feelings, the slow, arduous process of rebuilding trust. Mauricio, ever the ambitious one, had seen an opportunity, a path to build his own legacy. Rick, rooted in the established order, had seen it as a betrayal. It had taken years for the frost to thaw, for the warmth to return to family gatherings. And now this, a different kind of separation, less about business, more about the heart. Kathy understood that love could evolve, could shift, could even fracture. But the family, the intricate web of relationships woven over decades, that was something she fought for, prayed for. As the podcast interview drew to a close, Kathy offered one last heartfelt thought. The future was uncertain, a canvas yet to be painted. But the threads, though stretched, were not broken. they were still connected, these two families, bound by blood, by shared history, and by the fierce, unwavering love for their children. And for Kathy, that was enough to keep hoping, to keep wishing for the day when the tapestry might once again feel whole. The unspoken truth was, some things, like family, were too precious to let change completely, and a smile, a genuine, unburdened smile on Kyle's face, was all Kathy truly wanted.